Christopher Clarke is memorialized in Baltimore as a tragic victim of the city's violent streets. But memories of Clarke, the student, musician, and varsity lacrosse captain, still hold strong at Baltimore's Patterson High School.
Chris was a mature young man, easy to talk to, good to be around, on what he was doing.
He was an honor roll kid, athlete, really heavily involved in the community and church, wanted to pursue a career as a police officer.
History teacher Jonathan Kell is in his second year as Patterson's head coach. Because Patterson is an urban public school without a strong lacrosse tradition, Kell inherited an inexperienced team and a roster short on numbers. Clarke was one of his few returning veterans.
He was pretty serious about lacrosse, and then he had those leadership skills, and he knew a couple of the other guys, the upperclassmen, to convince them that, hey, this guy's gonna take care of us.
I remember him teaching somebody how to scoop the ball, how to create it with both hands.
He was a hard worker. He was the one that kept on saying, well, if we gotta run, everyone gotta run.
With Clarke leading the way, Patterson was ready for the season. But Clarke would never take the field for the Clippers. As he made his way home from work March 13th, gunfire erupted on the streets around him. The crossfire.
That day at practice, we went out on the field and sat, took a knee. One of my players heard the shots, lives down the street from him.
I wanted to go down there, but then I didn't because I didn't know what was really going on, if it was still down there. So I went home, and then the next morning, I heard about it on the news. I didn't think it was him. When I got to school, I heard everybody telling me about it. Chris been killed, he been shot.
It was hard because some of our teammates, they really was close to him. Everybody was just crying.
Well, this was a real human being that people loved and cared about. A lot of people, yeah. So it hurt.
In the wake of the tragedy, the team played 2007 in Chris's honor.
The season was a very trying season. The one thing that we had to do was decide that we still need to move on.
Patterson struggled, but Chris's presence was always with his teammates.
We started setting up a shrine for us. The shrine was made of his stick, his gloves, his helmet, and his jersey with his picture. Every time we leave out for a practice or game, we'd touch the helmet, touch the glove, just to let him know, like, to watch over, to help us a little bit out there on the field.
He knew that we were trying our best in remembrance for him.
As the 2008 season approaches, Christopher Clarke's spirit remains with the team.
I think his legacy is you just don't know. If you wake up one day and you don't know if that's it or not. I think these kids live with that every day.
We're going to try to make this season a lot better, and we're going to dedicate it to Chris.
His legacy is going to be carried on through the idea that it's always going to be a part of our team. It's always going to be the glue that held us together. We have the opportunity to do great things now. These guys are coming back with a year of experience under their belt, and the excitement's there. And as you see, you talk to the guys, they're ready.
1, 2, 3, Red!